And that's the second time it's happened.
Not cheap, but very cool. That'll keep us within the law.
That's our issue there.
Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly. What a beast. Big breakdown. It's the drill working there. Give the coos and the bull a wee bit of grub. I've lost my big harborough bucket, so I've got two wee piddly things. There we go, he's satisfied, getting some grub. You can see he's been scratching on fence posts. Oh, good lad. Tatty guys are back to one machine just for the afternoon to open it up a bit while they get the other machine on the way. They're opening up another bit because the bit they've opened up is kind of hold the moisture a bit more. See, lifting up a couple of beds there, up through the webs, and it heads up into the cab up there where they dress them, take out any lumps of soil and bad ones. There's the soil coming off the bottom of them there. Right for that. Morning. Just opened the shop. Need to go feed the coos. There's the dog. Probably can't see her actually. Getting dark in the mornings. Needing to mix that rapeseed meal with that pile of barley there. Need to shift that trailer as well. I've got a grab on just now, so I'm just going to fill up the feeder before I take the grab off. So I need to put the forks on to empty the rapeseed pellets. Tatty guys are kind of full force. Seen them all in action today, so one self-propelled, two self-propelled. They've got another trailed up there. Don't know if they're going to get that going. They're using the yard up there. You can see the forklift in the background. They're kind of shifting the boxes about up there. There's a lorry in as well. Pick some boxes up. I think today they're taking both lorries and trailers back to the yards. They were just taking lorries the other day, but I think they're going to have to take trailers today. Which is a bit annoying because they'll drag dirt up the yard, but shouldn't be too many. That's arrived. Interesting. Don't know if it's for the roof of that shed. Empties coming off a lorry there. More empties here. They're kind of stocking up on empties. I'll do them. They'll soon munch through all of that. I can get this grab off now. Get the forks on. Get that bag of rapeseed pellets mixed in with the barley. There we go. Now it's got a protein source through it, it's got minerals through it. And it's got barley and oats. I mean, don't really need oats anymore, but we just need to use it all up. There's your Marsh Piper. Seed crop that is. McConaughey's that's now owned by Halfords, just dropped off the tyre there. It's only 5 minutes from home, so I'll just come back later and get it. And we're quite busy in there as well. Sometimes they're quite quiet, you can just get in and out in 5 minutes, but there's a queue of people. So I just dumped it with them and I'll sort that out. Got a water leak here, I've turned off the water, it's just where the tatty guys are coming. They're having to swing round here because there's a post in the middle and they're running over that, and once they've got a full load on, it's just ended up bursting whatever fittings are down there. We've been in here before, there's still a wee bit of residual water in the pipe, you can see it coming up. So I need to go and get a few tools now to break up the soil around about it, dig it out. That's our issue there. Wasn't sitting right, obviously, it wasn't packed in good enough. So I've been rolled over the top and it's just given way. Took it all apart, cleaned it all off. reset the position and tightened it all together again. So I'm going to go turn it on and see what happens. See if it fills the big hole I've just dug. Hopefully not. I think I'll be getting through here with the forklift. The water's on. There's no dripping yet. I've left a tap on up there so it doesn't immediately go straight to full pressure, just so if it was leaking it didn't fill up too quick. So it's fine at that. I'll go and turn the tap off and then that'll get it. Oh, you see that drip? Right, that's it sorted now. It's not dripping, it's not leaking. Doesn't look like it anyway. I'm going to leave it like that for a while just to be sure. Also so the tractors don't come round this way, because it's obviously shifting the soil around about here and dislodging bits and bobs, so just let them run round that way, leave the hole open. We've had the same breakdown on the hedge cutter tractor as we've had before. So last time what happened is the hedge cutter came up, hit the top block of the spool valves and sheared the bolts. We weren't really sure whether, Kev wasn't sure whether it was he hit a button by accident or the machine did something silly. We didn't really know, so we got it sorted, and now when he uses it, he drops the drop link arms, and then he always has a limiter on, but you have to drop the drop link arms, so the limiter right on its bottom setting, the machine doesn't come all the way up and hit the top block again. So he always does that when he's using it. He's been using it all week, no issues, and then bang, today, out of nowhere, the tractor decides to lift the hedge cutter, shear the top block off again. Shouldn't be able to come past the limiter that is set on, and then tractor sat. Kev had to stop and restart it a few times to get it to drop down again. And that's the second time it's happened. The first time we weren't really sure if it's human error or tractor error, like these things happen, but this time it did, without fail, it's definitely the tractor. It's what that. Anyway, I'm gonna head along to Agricar with it and see what they're saying. We need to get it sorted so it doesn't do it again. Typical, it's not under warranty or anything like that. But the fact that we've done it, had it done already before. Still not budging. So I've just taken these spike type things, so these sit in the ground, and then what they used to be is bird scarers. So on a pole above this sat a kind of triangle shaped thing that span in the wind. And it was shiny on some of the sides, and as it moved it kind of flickered between shiny, non-shiny, and it scared the birds away. Anyway, taking these and we're making hedge cutting signs out of them. You've got a fork piece here and then a tube that sits on the top of that. So that sits on there, and what we've done is made a bracket for the hedge cutting sign. There you go, sits on the back so you can slide that off. So you go out to the verge, stomp on that into the verge, and then slide the sign on the top, and then that sits at one end. Put another sign at the other end, and you're hedge cutting in between the two signs. Alright, we've one more to fab up. Take a stab in the dark, 450mm. Good way off. We've got our holes. First use of our new gloves. Now this just needs to go in here.
bit of grease over there. That'll keep us within the law. Just opened up the moisture trap on the compressor. Soaking. Getting on just fine. He's shouting his Doug, but this is the long rounds here and they've broken off quite a lot of it through there. They'll get, I don't know when they're finishing, an hour and a half or so, so I'll get a few more beds done. I'm learning all about it, all about how the tatties work. Whistling his dog and my dog's come out. Lulu's come mounting out through the cattle field. So they're Maris Piper, they're a seed crop. They'll be used all across the country. For seed. He'll then use his own as well for seed as well. The seed that he planted for this crop was grown in our field just a few hundred metres away and then planted into that field this year. He's quite happy with the crop, seems quite a good, relatively decent crop. Yields are back a fraction on last year, a few tonne an acre on last year. Seriously cool machines, those big self-propelled harvesters. Machine that was in there, it says 2020 plate, second season. It's a belter. Not cheap, but very cool. Spuds seem to be going well, they'll just be finished soon. We've got 2 self-propelled machines out today. Means they're going fine today, it seems to be. I was just up in one of them. Most of the day it was fine for trailed soil up the yard, but then there was a bit of a downpour of rain and that kind of soaked everything, and then it gets sticky and then it gets trailed up the yard. But anyway, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Can't really see me, but down in that corner and that corner, like and subscribe, helps the channel. Thanks for watching.